Well, still enough, stupidly, I neglected to film where he camped. We camped in a bush camp last night. And that's how it looks this morning. So, as you can see, Matt's awake. Everybody's pretty well moving. So, we're just literally in the bush, which is pretty good. And we'll see where our adventure takes us today.
The young people said they checked and there were no bodies and there was no blood, so hopefully they actually got out fairly unscathed.
Well, you don't see this every day. It doesn't look like that would have been a pleasant thing to be in.
And how?
How did that happen? It's definitely not ideal.
Absolutely, how did that do that?
Well, after a bit of climbing and driving around today on mostly forest tracks, so haven't really been able to show any of the driving. We've come up here for lunch at Bluff Hut. So I'll give you a look at Bluff Hut. It's a hut on a bluff. Who'd have thought that? So we'll come in and see what we can about this hut on the bluff. Looks pretty cool. What's it like inside?
Nice and cool in here.
It's pretty cool in here. Cool like Tony. Or maybe not that cool. Hard to be that cool. Look at him, just sitting there, Mr. Cool. Got a pretty flashy sort of a hut. Very cool. Nice place for lunch. I like how Matt's running from the camera.
Got my socks and thongs on.
I can move the camera faster than you walk away, you know.
Socks and thongs.
It's easy to do. It's quite pleasant in here. So that'll be a very welcome relief if you up this area and you got caught in the snow and so on. There's a toilet, I think, up the road just up there from Bluff Hut. Basically up that track, I think. So, it's pretty good. The water tank, you'd want to boil that before you drink it. It even says untreated water. Go around the back of the hut. Not much to see here. It's just the back of the hut, really. So, just another one of these cool places you come to in the high country. That looks like it might be another door to get in or something. But yeah, it's not too bad. Interesting sort of a place. So we're up here in the Vic High Country. Why not come up and have a look at it? Looks like the kind of place you should come and have a look at. So why not? Here's the real engine room of the show, Janice. She's reading all about it. She's the real showrunner. Don't worry about Tony, who's running the show. Janice calls the shots.
I wanted you to see this wonderful little hut. And you, Steve,
It is
do it
nice.
justice.
It is a nice place, isn't it?
Yep, and you could edit this out.
Or I could just leave it in.
Oh, you could.
Anything's possible. So yeah, it's a nice little spot to come to. So get up here. down from Bluff Hut. We've turned onto the 16-mile Jeep track. And pretty well every forest in the country seems to have some kind of Jeep track. Well, this one's a 16-mile Jeep track. It's quite steep. I don't really know how the camera's going to show that up from there. I'm in first gear low range. And if you can hear the engine revs, you can hear how much it's holding the truck back. So it's pretty bloody steep. It looks like it's had a lot of opening up. There's a lot of logs that have been cut on this track recently, so yeah, I dare say somebody's had a good workout with a chainsaw at some stage. But it's a genuine low range track out of Bluff Hut. So I don't know exactly where we're heading for, but I know we're going downhill.
The next day.
That is the best thing. 2 minutes, coffee, water. Good morning. This is our camp. I, stupidly enough, yesterday neglected when we drove into camp to show you where we were. So this is this morning's camp. This is how it looks. We camped at Bindery Hut in the High Country. So it's a nice big campground. Since everybody's doing their things already, it's this morning. So I'll do a sneaky, cheeky walk through the campsites here. Straight through the guts. Matt and Kerry are packing up already. We've got a bit of time this morning, but we're still getting onto it. That's Wild's Camp. This place is quite big, so we'll just go for a wander up here to the hut itself and have a look. Because I didn't do that yesterday afternoon. I got here yesterday arvo and I was just feeling slack. So I basically didn't do much. Anyway, you get that sometimes. What I did do yesterday afternoon when I got here is minor repair on the 200. And we're talking minor. The cruiser lost a couple of bolts out of the bash plate at the back, so as you're trekking around it was bouncing and making some clanging noises. So with a shortage of the bolts that fit it, the back of it's been zip tied up. Other than that, it's all good. I did some routine uni filter cleaning because they needed clean from the dust. So I managed to get some terps yesterday and give them a clean, and oiled one back up and put it back on the car so it's ready for today. And here's the hut, so I'll spin you around again. I think the guys camped here. They camped near it, not in it. So here's Bindery Hut. Does look pretty cool. It's only little tiny hut. Morning. Give you a quick look inside it. It's really little. It's a refuge hut. You can stand up in here. Apologies if it's a bit dark, guys, because it's a bit dark in here. It's got all you need. It's got the fireplace, a shovel. So if you are in trouble, you can camp out in here. It's got a visitor's book. You have to duck to get through the doorway. It's kind of funny. It's got a table. And these two guys are very keen. They hiked in here. So better them than me. Anyhow, that's where we are this morning. So we're going to go and have brekkie and stuff, and we'll see you a little bit later. We're in the car park of Bindery Falls. It shouldn't be too far to go for a wander down to have a look at them, if you can hear them. Every man and his dog's taking photos, videos, and all sorts of other things. Taking a video of Matt, taking a video of other things. There's the lovely Kaz. And some cars coming. We're going to go for a walk to the falls. That's a fairly normal fast walk. Short, steep hills, form track. Kaz loves short, steep hills. Right, now you can hear the creek running just down below us. So the falls should be flowing fairly well. And this is part of the walk. And yes, it is a bit steep. It's only a couple hundred metres, so shouldn't be too bad. Anyway, there's probably not a lot of point in me showing you just dirt between the ferns and bush and stuff, so we'll give you a better look when I get up there. Well, I've just started to see them. Sure, it's better when you get up there, but they're pretty good. So you're good when I get to the better spot. You crest this little rise and you're greeted by not only Tony and Wal, but these. How good do they look? Absolutely stunning. Now get a bit closer. Speaking of absolutely stunning, there's Tony and Wal. And we're heading down through this little beautiful fern-lined track with some naturally occurring handrails down to a little viewing platform. And I really wish I'd worn long pants because I've rubbed my leg on about 5 stinging nettles so far. Oh, well, the price you pay to come to places like this, well and truly worth it. Here comes the driving force behind the whole show.
So pretty.
Young Janice. And oh, this is a fantastic looking spot, isn't it? Lovely. Wow. I love these ones where you get behind the waterfalls, guys. Check this out. That's pretty specky. That's as good as any of the other waterfalls we've seen around the traps, without a doubt. So if you get the chance, come down to Bindery Falls in the Victorian High Country and check this out for yourselves. So after our little trip to Bindery Falls, which were beautiful, I'm sure you'd agree, Tony wanted to head off to camp and asked me would I lead the trip up to Craig's Hut. So I took over the reins for a little while on the lead truck. Bit of footage we're watching now is just up the Clear Hills track as we make our way up to Craig's Hut. And I'll probably have a bit of car footage as well from Wal for you to have a look at, but we'll be up at Craig's Hut in just a minute. So I hope you're enjoying the clip so far, guys. Cheers for now.
So we came along the Momdian track. I think I said that right. And we've ended up at Craig's Hut. Yeah, that's one way to do it. Fly. It's one way to do it. But here we go. Mountain range. It's changed over the years. It got burnt down, it's got rebuilt, it's got remodeled. Still, you can still see what the movie set was all about. If you haven't seen the Missouri River, get to and watch it. You'll understand the significance of this hut. Thank you. Absolutely spectacular. Once the crowd filters out and sitting here, it's absolutely sensational. It's beautiful. Wind through the trees, you're up the mountain. It's beautiful and I love it.
Here I am on the run now, been there for way too long. I'm off to chase the sun now, for you know I'll be gone. You were the better actor, but then you looked away. I headed for the back door, no longer parted in your play, in your play. And all the king's horses, and all the king's men,
we've had a shorter day today. We made it down to Pineapple Flat. Something just got me on the foot. So, if you want to have a look at Pineapple Flat as a spotlight and campgrounds, it's in the playlist on Spotlights on Campgrounds Victoria. So I was here last year. But amazing, I've remembered to film the fact we got here today. So, at Adam's camp over there, across this little pathway here, you got Matt's camp. Now Matt's still drying some stuff out from this morning where it's very moist. So he's drying that out. And we come down to our camp down here on the right. We're spread out a bit. We also decided tomorrow we're going to stay here and just have a lay day. So there's that. That's our camp. Got Tony's camp over here. And lastly, we got Wall, who's set up in full awning mode. So that's our camp. Not much to do now but go down the river, which they tell me is cold. So I don't know about that, but anyway, it's cold. So we'll have to look at it. So with that, I'll leave you with it and catch up here a little bit later. Got no idea if I'll film anything at all tomorrow or whether we'll just veg. Anyway, is what it is. Cheers.
Where it wants to go.
Well, we wound up staying at Pineapple Flat, as I said, but the next day was basically rainy, so there was nothing to video and not much to do from there. So the decision after that was made to get out of Pineapple Flat the next day and work our way homeward. So I'm going to end the High Country videos here. I hope you've enjoyed them and didn't find them too dull and boring. I hope you like them. If you did like them, put a like on it. It really helps the channel out. If you're new here, consider subscribing. If you do subscribe, click the notification bell. That will let you know when I put up a new clip. To the old hands, as always, you legends, thanks very much for taking the time out of your day to watch one of my clips. I really do appreciate it. You got no idea actually how much I appreciate it. But anyhow guys, I'm not going to rabbit on any further of all of this. I hope you did enjoy the video series of the Victorian High Country, tracks less travelled. With that said, we did Billy Goat's Bluff, didn't we? Anyway, all the best. Just get out there, enjoy the bush, enjoy the beach, enjoy Australia. Be good to each other, and we will no doubt see you on the next one. Cheers from Steve Kaz at Mud Ducks 4 Drive Touring. Take care guys, we'll see you soon. Come down here with me, Kaz. Today. That's all I think. Maybe I'm not losing English. We, the shadowy figures, suggest you come down here to Bindery Falls. Check them out.
Break inside, you don't need to worry. Somebody's waiting down the line to pick up the pieces.